So every year we do active shooter training for the entire department. We'll bring each precinct in. This year we're at a high-rise building. It's about 16 floors. We're doing 2 different scenarios. The first is going to be in the parking deck. It just comes out as they're hearing shots fired. The officers get there, there's multiple shooters, and we're just assessing them to see how far we've come as a department in our training.
So today we're using the officers issued duty weapons, the long guns. They're using the Smith & Wesson MP15 and the SIG MCX short barrel rifle that we issue for patrol units. We're doing our scenarios to start here in the parking garage. The officers have already been triple safety checked. They've checked themselves and been checked by 2 of the range staff safeties. We've gone through and checked every officer, make sure there's no live ammunition or less lethal devices such as tasers, asbatons, or OC sprays that could be introduced into the training environment. In addition to that, we've swapped out essentially the bolt carrier systems in all the rifles with more traditional training bolt. Those bolts are made to fire a specific type of ammunition, being whether it's simunitions, which are like paintball rounds. In this case, in the parking garage, they're shooting blank rounds, which is more of an auditory round, so to speak, that doesn't actually have a projectile that comes out the end of the barrel.
Yeah, so initially, if it comes out as a shooting, our officers are trained to go towards where the gunfire's at, because we're trying to stop the actual killing at that point. Once we have the scene safe, then we start the rescue task force. They come in and we actually try to get the victims out. And we've done really good at getting that first part done. So we're really trying to ramp up the second part of actually getting the wounded out, getting all the bleeding to stop at that point.
So rescue task force for fire department, we team up with PD, create a team of 2 to 3 firefighters with 2 officers. We go in, take care of patients, and get them to an ambulance exchange point. So classroom stuff that we're teaching today on the fire side, it's our rescue task force. Us partnering up with PD, we're also doing some elevator operations with this being a high-rise building. We're also teaching drags and carries to police and fire.
We go upstairs and we do some training on movement drills in a building like this. There's 16 floors, so we do some stairwell stuff, talk about deconfliction, all that type of stuff.
So it's important for PD and fire to train together, just so we can learn how we both operate, what we do, our responsibilities, and so that we flow better as a team in that RTF. And biggest thing, what we're finding, one of the biggest things is communication with fire and PD, and then also that communication between just the companies themselves.
And then we do a larger scenario at the end of the night that's inside the building. And that is more intense. We have victims that are made up in makeup. We have other things just to get the officers to focus on multiple things, because this is going to be a realistic building they could actually come to at some point. But we do it every year, and just to assess how we are training as a department.